Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about a few ways to improve your typing speed. But before I get started, I put a lot of effort into this video, so it would be great if you could consider liking and subscribing. The first method that I'm going to discuss relates to how you process the words that you're typing. Note that this only applies to people who type faster than 60 words per minute, since that's a speed where you're not really thinking about your fingers anymore. Some people like to whisper the words that they're typing, and some people just mouth them, but this is more to a disadvantage. While typing, try to just say the words out loud in your mind without moving your lips. If you can get the hang of this, you'll notice that it helps type the words quicker. The second method that I'm going to discuss is to look at other people who are faster than you. If you watch a video of someone typing faster than you, then try to remember that in your mind and focus it next time you're typing. The best way to do that is to watch the video and then race immediately after watching it. However, there's more. If you're trying to focus on speed while also racing efficiently, meaning that you want more words per minute and races per minute at the same time, then that's pretty simple. Just get a video of someone typing faster than you with sound and listen to the audio of the video while you're typing. However, this might only apply to people with higher end computers because if you're on like a slow Chromebook, it could be laggy when you're listening to the video and trying to, play Nitro type. The third method that I'm going to discuss is to check the temperature of your hands. Make sure that your hands aren't too cold, but also make sure that they aren't too hot. This could vary for different people because I know that my hands get very cold, but other people's hands don't. However, even if your hands don't get cold, you don't want them to sweat either. This could happen when you're doing a very long session without taking any breaks, so make sure to be healthy and take a minute off of every 50 races or so. Plus, if the temperature feels comfortable when you start, it'll probably feel too hot when you end, so make sure to adjust the temperature so your hands don't get too sweaty. The fourth method that I'm going to discuss is to have good accuracy. Before you ask the specific accuracy percentage that you should have every race, it's different for everyone. Because if I type 120 words per minute, meaning that the game gives me around 50 words to type every race, then I can type 5 characters wrong and I'll still get 98% accuracy. But if someone else types 30 words per minute, then they'll get around 13 words, meaning that if they want to get at least 98% accuracy, they can only type one character wrong. However, that doesn't mean that I can't give some zones for certain accuracy. So, if you look on screen, then you should see a chart that shows speed zone ranges and the minimum accuracy you should have for each speed zone. If your accuracy is better than what the chart says it should be, then you could try typing a little bit faster. Before I start with this final method, I'll admit that I gave this video a pretty catchy title, but if you made it this far and haven't seen any secret method yet, then that's because I saved it for last. This is a step-by-step method, so get ready. Step 1 is to open up anything that you can type on, whether it's a Google Doc or a new tab. Step 2 is to type the first word that comes to your mind repeatedly over and over again. Think of someone you know who types fast and keep typing the word until you can type it as fast as they can type it. Step 3 is to pick another word and to repeat step 2 but with that word. Once you've done that with a few other words, move on to step 4. Step 4 is to think of a sentence and practice each word individually. Once you think you've mastered each word individually, try to master the whole sentence. Finally, step 5 is to do this in life. If you have an essay, stop every once in a while and practice a few of the sentences or the words in the sentences. If you make this method a habit, your typing speed should improve rapidly. For context, I improved from less than 10 words per minute to more than 70 words per minute in 3 months. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have a great day.